Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you clips and giving you context about this little puppet that has taken over my For You page. I will also be interrupting these clips to add my own commentary and jokes. Now you may think that was a weird, unnecessary intro, but after I got this comment on my last video, I figured it would be good to clarify up front that this video will have a lot of me talking in it. It's cool that this guy thinks that the amount I talk is the issue with my videos, because the real issue is I'm not that funny. Otherwise, he'd be totally fine with the amount I talk in the video. I also love that he called me Brian, especially considering my name, which is Ben, is literally 5 centimeters above where the comment button is. But when I get comments like this, I have to find something to pacify my Brian so I don't get too down on myself. And that's where this little puppet man comes into play, because, I mean, just watch. Every time this little puppet man called Mestre Ensinador shows up on my For You page, I have no choice but to let my Brian drift off into the memories of my infanthood when I was flying around in my white nightgown and green cap. Because yeah, that was a video of me as a baby. It's not actually me as a baby. But this feeling of childhood is what's making Mestre Ensinador take over on TikTok. A bunch of people are actually telling their young kids that it is them as a baby.
I found this video of you when you were a baby. Look how little you were.
Cute.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You do? What were you doing?
I don't know. I was dancing
You're...
with a green hat like...
By the way, that kid is lying. It's also not a clip of him as a baby. But for some reason, these kids keep believing it.
Do you remember that? You remember?
That's not me, no, baby.
Yeah, it was. You don't remember?
I'm flying.
Yeah. You were just born.
That kid genuinely seemed happy that he was flying as a baby. And if there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I don't think it's funny at all to ruin kids' dreams. I don't think it's funny at all to make other people's kids sad temporarily. But guess what, kid? That's not you. They're lying. You don't know how to fly. I will say, while this little puppet is obviously neither of these kids as a baby, this one did throw me for a loop.
Hey, Miranda. Do you remember this? That was you when you were a baby. Yeah.
Is it a video of Miranda Cosgrove as a baby? At first I thought, there's no way, right? And then I remembered that one scene in iCarly. You remember, right?
Jonah, you stand right here.
Okay.
Next, I climb up and get the big red rope with the large hook.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So if it's not any of us as a baby, where did this little puppet man come from? You're probably thinking, well, a puppeteer must have made him, as that is how most puppets come to be. But Mestre Ensinador's origin story is a little bit different.
Ó, olha essa cruz aqui.
Ó, tem uma cruz aí também, ó.
Eita, nossa senhora. Vamos nós dois, nós tá junto nessa.
Vamos ver.
Vamos ver.
Vamos ver.
O que tem?
Olha só.
Meu Deus do céu.
O que é isso? Ó.
Olha, tio, tá mexendo, tio.
Calma, tio. Calma, corre não.
That's right. He was found in a bowl and a bag that was buried about 6 inches in the ground so that it would take centuries for anyone to find him. And like most ghostly puppet men who have been buried in the ground for centuries, the first thing he does is a little dance.
Calma, tio. Calma, corre não. Calma.
Also, I love how he just gets thrown at the end of the video. So what does this little guy do? What's his purpose? Other than being a smaller version of Scrooge from A Christmas Carol, how does he occupy his time? Well, sometimes he scares chickens. Sometimes he scares women. And sometimes he delivers mail? Of course, he's a mailman, just like every other flying puppet. But no, this little dude is only delivering mail like 3% of the time. The truth is, most of the time, he just dances. And he's kind of really good at it. If I go out this weekend and I don't see everyone hitting that move at the club, I'm gonna be furious. How sick is that? And not only is he good at dancing, he's also great at getting others to dance with him. No matter how many times you try to swat this little guy away, he's gonna get you to dance. So you might as well just do it. Also, look how much joy it brings to Mestre Ensinador when he finally gets the other person to join in. He just loves making other people happy. Unlike this kid who likes to swat away every magical Scrooge boy that comes his way. So after spending hours trying to figure this guy out, I felt like I was finally coming to some sort of a conclusion about what this all meant. And then I saw this video. And then I just got really confused again, because like, who is this guy? Is Mestre Ensinador this guy as a baby? Is this Maestre's dad? Did this guy turn into a UFO? Is Mestre controlling the UFO and abducting this scary ass puppet who I don't like at all and makes me really uncomfortable to look at? And now that I think about it, was that even him in that episode of iCarly, or was that just a really bad, unconvincing edit that I made? So understandably at this point, I was just in mental turmoil trying to figure out what's going on with this account. And then I saw this video. And there it was. Mestre is just looking for love and comfort just like everyone else. Because at the end of the day, aren't we all just flying little puppet people who are trying to find someone to give us a hug before we fly out of the doorway and potentially turn into a UFO and or deliver mail? Aren't we all that way? And after seeing that video, I decided I was going to stop trying to figure out if this guy was an alien or Miranda Cosgrove as a baby and just join him in some meditation, because he's really great at that. Well guys, if you got to this point in the video, you may be interested in knowing that I just released a new song that is now streaming on all platforms. If you want to check that out, you can click the link in the description. If not, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Peace. I don't know why you want to watch me cry, but I'd let you watch me for the rest of the time. I don't know why I try so hard with you, 'cause it's it's obvious that